Hello Cowboy Nation. Let's go to another round of Dallas Cowboys news. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like so you don't miss any news from your team. Cowboys at Bills injury report, who's hurt the most? NFL tracker. Cowboys injury report at Buffalo Bills, Dallas injured heading to Buffalo. NFL tracker. December 15, boys banged up. The Dallas Cowboys have certainly seen better days health-wise, as their final injury report for Sunday's matchup against the Buffalo Bills is nearly a mile long. Only one player was officially ruled out, defenseman Jonathan Hankins, with an ankle sprain. However, several others are officially listed as questionable, including wide receiver Brandon Cooks and cornerback Stephon Gilmore, who missed Friday's practice due to illness. Meanwhile, the Bills are dealing with some major injury concerns. Defensive end A.J. Epineza and safety Micah Hyde have been ruled out, while cornerback Kaiir Elam and wide receiver Justin Shorter are officially questionable. December 13, hard-pressure Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy reiterated Wednesday that defensive back Jonathan Hankins, sprained ankle, who did not practice today, likely will not be able to play in Buffalo on Sunday. He's going to have a hard time going this week, he said. McCarthy said. As we reported, that means more snaps for first-round rookie Motzie Smith and a likely practice squad call-up for 31-year-old Carl Davis. Meanwhile, while Hankins sat out due to injury, others here inside the Star took a rest day of sorts. December 12, Out Miami Dolphins starting center Connor Williams, a former Dallas first-team left guard, suffered a torn ACL in the team's Monday night loss to the Titans and is out for the season. Williams, who has started 26 games at center for the Dolphins since joining the team as a free agent in 2022, has been one of the best players on a Miami team that figures to be a Super Bowl contender, and will be the Cowboys featured in 2 weeks. The Cowboys are 10-3 and in first place in the NFC East and play at Buffalo this week. The Dolphins are 9-4 and in first place in the AFC East and face the Jets. December 10, sick bag. Micah Parsons isn't feeling well in this Sunday Night Football NFC East showdown here at AT&T Stadium. But despite his flu-like issue, it's the visiting Eagles who feel even worse at halftime, as the Dallas is up 24-6. With QB Jalen Hurts and the Eagles almost unable to do anything on offense except a successful fake punt. In the final moments of the first half, Micah and the Cowboys sack Hurts to force Philly to settle for a field goal, and at halftime, Hurts' numbers are mediocre, as he is 7 of 13 for 92 hurdles and a fumble. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott, like Hurts coming in as an MVP candidate, is 14 of 23 for 152 yards and 2 TDs. December 8, Alarcón tryout. Isaac Alarcón is a symbol in many ways. The Mexico native plays a role with the Dallas Cowboys that has a lot to do with making the NFL an international sport. But Isaac Alarcón is also a football player. The Indianapolis Colts, needing that, sent him to Indy on Friday to train. Obviously, Indianapolis is short on offensive line right now, and Alarcón, who was signed by the Cowboys as an undrafted free agent in 2020, holding down a spot on the practice squad, has spent much of his time developing his craft as an O-lineman. This year, though, in part reflecting his true role in Dallas as a scout-time helper, the 6'7", 320-pounder was switched to play defensive line as well. Isaac Alarcón, 25, stopping by the International Player Pathway program for a visit? And maybe part of the climbing change from another time? That would be impressive, and would take him beyond simple symbolism. Rookie Blake Freeland will likely get paid again in Smith's absence, as he already has 6 starts this season combined at both offensive tackle positions. Freeland didn't stand out as a rookie, but he hung in there, transferred and gained significant playing experience. The problem is that the Colts have almost no offensive tackle behind him. There are no other offensive tackles listed on the Colts roster other than Bernhard Raimann, Smith and Freeland, or even practice time. Cowboys movements on December 6. The Cowboys are activating Peyton Hendershot from IR to the active roster after he was sidelined for most of the year with an ankle injury. The Cowboys are expected to have the tight end available for Sunday night against the visiting Eagles. In a corresponding move, tight end Sean McKeon is now on injured reserve. Dallas also opened a 21-day training camp window for Matt Waletzko, the 6'8" offensive tackle who could serve as a depth piece in the coming weeks. Well, let's go. The Cowboys' 2022 fifth-round pick has battled a shoulder injury for much of his time with the Cowboys. December 4th, Mizzou, Buckeyes ready for Arlington shoot amid the controversy of the college football playoffs four-time final bracket. There's no doubt that the AT&T Stadium Cotton Bowl Classic presents an intriguing matchup amid the portions of consolation from the New Year's Six list. The prestigious six-game slate draws in Arlington on December 29 when the Ohio State Buckeyes, ranked 7th in the final CFP poll, face number 9 Missouri in primetime. The Big Ten's Buckeyes, 11-1, 8-1, were denied their playoff bid by falling to top-ranked Michigan on November 29. This will be Ohio State's third home run in the Cotton Bowl Classic, previously prevailing in 1987 and 2017. Meanwhile, the SEC's Missouri Tigers, 10-2, 6-2, are fresh off their first 10-win season since 2014, a season after they beat Oklahoma State in the last of three previous Cotton Bowl appearances. This year's edition of the Cotton Bowl Classic will be the 88th edition and the 14th played at AT&T Stadium. Last season's game was won by Group of 5 champion Tulane, which yielded a shocking 46-45 upset of the University of Southern California. In other North Texas Bowl business, local Southern Methodist will play in the Fenway Bowl on December 28 against Boston College at Fenway Park, the home of MLB's Boston Red Sox, after winning in the American Athletic Conference title game over the weekend. SMU's Gerald J. Ford Stadium will also host an All-Texas First Responder Bowl between Rice and Texas State on December 26. November 30th. Darren again resilient would be the word for Darren Bland tonight here at AT&T Stadium on Thursday Night Football, as the NFC Player of the Month has been in the spotlight, and not in a good way, while the visiting Seahawks giving the Cowboys fits. But Bland is nothing if not resilient, and despite his struggles, he came out big for Dallas late in the third quarter, recording yet another interception, his NFL leading eighth. The Cowboys are down 28-27 with a minute left in the third quarter. November 30th. Deion wins SI Sportsman of the Year award. Former Dallas Cowboys defensive back/returner Deion Sanders. His first season as head coach of the University of Colorado at Boulder football team was celebrated with Sports Illustrated's Sportsman of the Year award. Although Colorado finished the 2023 season with a 4-8 record, it was a three-game improvement over the previous year's tally of 1 in Sanders. The work and impact on major college football drew vocal responses. Deion Sanders has dominated the 2023 sports debate as a transformative figure not just in Colorado, but for the entire college sports world, he said. SI Editor-in-Chief Stephen Cannella said in a statement. On and off the field, he represents a new model for the modern college coach. Sanders will be featured in the December 15th print edition of SI, flanked by several notable members of the CU athletic community in the Buffalo's home stadium at Folsom Field. What did you think of this news? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from your Dallas Cowboys. Thanks.